Well, when we started this project 3, 4 years back, one of the reasons it started is because whenever I went carpet shopping, I found the reverse of carpets more beautiful, because carpets that were aged had a beautiful patina, and in India, the patina of dust, the patina of age. If you look at wonderful carpets that the saddlebags of the Afghans, things were kept out, they were used outdoors, and they faded, and had the patina of dust. That's always to me a wonderful point of departure, because in a society as old as ours and as complex, layering is very important. So we decided to work with three themes. There was one called chicken curry, which was based on beautiful old technique of embroidery done out of Lucknow primarily, which is tone on tone. And I reckon things like this were a combination. This could be chicken curry right here, and we also did a broken frames, because we work a lot with the miniature paintings, and we break up the frames, and so the carpet on the front of the pavilion has a medallion on one side and these broken frames. So it's very reflective of our past, but yet it's modern. The medallion's not in the center. And the third one was based on paintings that I did in a drip technique, and to me, technically, that's the most remarkable of what OBT and their artisans have achieved. Because if you look at that, for instance, or the one with the sunset, where the paint is eaten through by the turpentine and the linseed oil, and you get this thick effect of eating away, the opposite of an excavation, really. They've managed to recreate that. So as opposed to beautiful things like this, which are flat, there's a wonderful 3D. So they worked with 3, 4 techniques. They worked with silk and wool, and through certain washes, ate the wool away so that the silk was left in a thicker pile. And you got colors that really, when you look at the corners of this carpet, it really to me looks like something that's 200 years old, except it was probably made 4 months back at the factory. And that's the artisanal skill that has gone into these. So they encompass and have our history from the past, and yet they're completely contemporary and beautiful for beige living rooms, where you basically would have very simple monochromatic big furniture around, where the piece in the center is the art, and yet it's soothing. It belongs in the apartments, it belongs in the beige sandstone or the beige marble that people use in their homes. Nothing exists in itself anymore. There's always a contextual reason for things, if they're supposed to, if they should feel as they must authentic and belong to our past, and yet be present in the modern time, in our contemporary life. And I think for me, these carpets really were a love of labor that did that. I have bought a couple of them myself, which are in my new store, and people love them. And I think it's going to be in a lot of homes, and spacious homes, and some people are just going to use them as pieces of as wall hangings. Because if you look at the finesse of the work and the detail, it's like looking almost like a piece of sculpture in silk and wool, and that's really what it was.